So we were going to give you guys some health tips, which isn't related to nutrition or exercise, but we wanted to give you 5 healthy tips which can kind of keep you stimulated and keep you going as well.
Life is not perfect, and neither are we. Welcome to Raw and Unhinged. Lara and Steph will be bringing you real and insightful chats on health, psychology, fitness, and nutrition. Lara is a qualified nutritionist and fitness enthusiast who loves her pizza, and Steph, a registered psychologist, author, and renowned brunch queen. We hope you're ready for today's chat. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We're here on Raw and Unhinged, and we're back fresh in the flesh. How are you in Sydney, Lara?
I'm good. I feel like I'm living my best life and you guys are still in isolation. I feel so bad. But I honestly feel bad and like what you guys are going through. It's horrible. But I love how you're so strong and focusing on yourself. And, I think it's very inspiring as well, doing everything like that. So super proud of you, girlfriend.
Thanks, girlfriend. You know what? I just think, what's the alternative, Steph?
I know.
What is the alternative? You can't fly anywhere. You can't so you might as well be here and make the most of it. And you know what? You can view this time as a burden or you can view it as an opportunity to better yourself. And that's the direction I'm choosing to go in. So
yeah. And I always say to my clients, especially, my nutrition clients, they're always like, oh, it's really hard, being in isolation, everything like that. I'm like, but at least it gives you time to focus on you. I was like, imagine like you would never have this opportunity to do the things which you want to do and to have this much time to be with yourself. So focus on what you need to focus on. And then obviously, when you come out of it, you'll be a much stronger person as well. So I think it's very helpful to think of it in that context instead of thinking of it in the whole world's caving in.
Exactly. Because where focus goes, energy flows. As you can tell, I've just come back from Tony Robbins 1 week, no coffee. So I'm feeling really vitalized and I've had a cold shower, which brings us to today's topic.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
So we were going to give you guys some health tips, which isn't related to nutrition or exercise, but we wanted to give you 5 healthy tips, which can kind of keep you stimulated and keep you going as well.
Exactly. Health is such a subjective thing and it is so much more than the food you eat. So Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So one thing that I did in isolation, you actually taught me this as well, is being grateful. I know every morning when we were put in isolation, I'd write something on a post-it note that I was grateful for, and I'd put this on my mirror, and it just came a big collection of everything I was grateful for. And it just made me realize that, yes, it was a shit time in society. Yes, there are things going around us which aren't good, but there's so many things in the world that you should be happy for, your friends, your family, your job, that you still have your job. There's so many things that you should be grateful for and that you should cherish and that you should realize as well. I think that's a very, very important one.
Absolutely. And one thing I've really been implementing and I love is changing your have to's and shoulds to I get to. So instead of saying, oh, I should really message that friend, or I should really do that assignment, saying I get to message that friend who is someone in my life. I get to do uni. Not everyone has that opportunity. I get to go to work and have a job. So changing those slight words brings gratitude into your life 100%. And like you said, when you're grateful, you can't focus on what's annoying you, what's making you angry. It's actually switching a gear in your brain. So it's an incredible tool.
And especially because I did it first thing in the morning, like I wouldn't jump onto my phone straight away. I wouldn't do this straight away. I'd actually think first thing in the morning. I'd wake up and be like, what am I grateful for? And then that set me up in a really good mood for the rest of the day as well. So I think it's very important to realize, and first thing, obviously waking up with those positive thoughts is just going to set you up for the rest of the day. I think it's important.
Yes, sets you free. And you said you don't go on your phone first thing. Yes, this is the second thing is do not go on social media on your phone. I was just telling Lara, you have to watch The Social Dilemma. It is such a good show showing us how technology controls us. And when you wake up in the morning, if the first thing you do is you go on your phone, you're giving your time to other energies, to other people, to other outlets without starting the day on your terms. So when you wake up, go out, move your body, whatever it is you do. I literally, it's almost 11 o'clock. I haven't even checked my social media. It's Sunday. I want my Sunday to me. So such a good way. And the other reason is because when you're constantly on your phone, you're getting dopamine. And so early in the morning, your brain is not designed to get that much dopamine. And then it can actually lead to other health deficits, you know, such as dopamine withdrawal and serotonin, and all those other hormones can be out of balance because you're in an unnatural way increasing those chemicals in your brain. And first thing in the morning, you're not meant to get that much dopamine, so it can set you up.
Actually, that's actually funny you say that, because I used to, you know, when I was really stressed with my business and everything, I used to, obviously I'd get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I'd always check my phone. And when I went to the bathroom, I'd go through my phone just like, and then I realized that it just woke me up so much. And then it just put me in such a negative headspace. And so the last few weeks I've, you know, not even looked at my phone. I've, you know, just woken up, gone to the bathroom, gone back to bed. And I just noticed I'm so much more positive, and that, I don't know, just wake up with so much more energy in the morning. Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Because do you know, I was during my meditation, I learned something the other day, and it's, you know, researchers and scientists, they used to believe we could spread our attention across 5 to 9 different things, but actually recent research has shown only 3 things at a time can take your attention equally. Any more than that, and you go into a state of overwhelm and stress and energy deficit. So absolutely, Lara, by not giving your energy out to your phone in the morning, you have more energy for other things because your attention isn't spread. It's like, well, my attention is just on doing this one task, not on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So 100%.
Yeah, very interesting. I guess my next point kind of comes to, you know, one of my favorites and what I do all the time at the moment is going on some mental health walks. So, you know, I find that just going for a walk just gives me the time to de-stress and just manage stress as well. You know, get myself out of the house, get myself off my laptop, and just, you know, really kind of think about my own thoughts and kind of stay off my phone and just, you know, focus on getting fresh air and energy. And I think that's very helpful. You know, even if you are the type of person who works at home a lot, or you're in isolation or something like that, do something, get your body moving, get your, you know, get your mind ticking as well. Just get that fresh air and just go for those mental health walks. I find them so useful, and they do a lot for you.
Yeah, 100%. You need that transitional period. You know, a lot of people used to drive home from work and have that time to switch off and transition. But with working from home, there is no time to transition. But if you physically move your body and get outside and breathe the fresh air and do some mindful walking, you are creating that transition period from either a stressful morning to, you know, coming home to your kids or whatever it is. So 100%, such a great tool. What I love to do and what people may find really challenging is having cold showers. Sometimes I jump into my swimming pool, which is freezing. And yes, it is challenging. But when I was in Thailand, I was trained in Wim Hof breathing, which is a type of breathing designed to really fire up your nervous system. And what having a cold shower does, especially in the morning, is it imposes a small amount of stress on the body. And this leads to a process called hardening. So it basically means that your nervous system is gradually getting used to handling moderate levels of stress. And then the process of hardening means when you're faced with stress, you maintain a cool, calm, collected self because you're almost like training your nervous system to react with stress. It also wakes you up, and it's really good for your body. It's really good for lymphocyzing and getting the immune system pumping.
I don't think I could do that. I hate cold water. I always have showers in like boiling waters. Even when we were in Bali, you went in the cold bath. I was like,
oh, I was the king. Do you remember I did 21 minutes in the ice bath, and all these like muscly guys were jumping in and they couldn't even do 2 seconds, and I'm like, 2-minute man.
Like that, no way. And I guess that kind of brings us to our last kind of point. Well, I guess we kind of both do this as well, is, you know, take the time out of your day to learn something new. So I always learn stuff from Steph. Even today when we were talking about, you know, staying off phone, that's something new I learned. And then, you know, just taking your time out of your day to just, you know, broaden your mindset, you know, learn something different. You know, I always go and research different nutrition things as well. Research different ways to do things. Learning. I think learning is it's just so important, and it broadens your horizons and everything as well. You know, yes, you can be in your own confined bubble, but wouldn't you want to learn outside that little bubble and, you know, see what's going on in the world, see what's happening, talk to friends about this and everything like that. I think that's super important. You're such a learner as well, you know, especially with your Tony Robbins things. It's just talking to people, with You know, I think you're one of the main reasons why I always look outside my bubble and always kind of learn about something different. I think it's super important, and just to kind of see what's going on around you too.
Yes, if you're not growing, you're dying. This is what Tony Robbins says. Right here, I'm touching on my eating disorder training. And yeah, I did Tony Robbins last week. And even after that, the learning never stops. I've signed up to Business Mastery in March, which I'm so excited about. So you know what? It's an investment into yourself, and you are the greatest project you'll work on. So if you're not growing, you're going to feel stagnant. And progress equals happiness. So if you're not feeling that happy, it may be time to get some progress in your professional development. It might be financial coaching. It might be nutrition coaching. You know, I've learned lots from you too. So looking at what area you want to grow and learn in and learn, and you'll feel good. And then teaching it to someone else makes you feel good too.
I think that's super important. So guys, I reckon you should take all these tips, you know, on hand. Yes, health comes in so many different forms: eating well, exercising, feeling mentally fit, everything like that. But these are 5 ways which aren't involved, you know, exercising and nutrition. There's so many different facets of health. And I think that's what we want to show you guys as well, especially those who are struggling at the moment, everything like that. I think, you know, these are really important tips, and I think everyone should do them. Like, that's just my opinion.
So I've got a challenge for you, Lara. Number 1 is I want you to at least stick your arm in a cold shower this week. Just your arm. Okay? That's enough. And I'm going to teach you, if we've got time, a quick breathing technique to get you fired up and G'd up for the day. So what you're going to do is we're going to put our hands in the air like this. And if you're watching, do it at home. And as you inhale, you're going to exhale and bring your hands down. So you're going to go, but all through your nose, okay? So if your snot flies out, that's okay. We're going to do 10 reps times 3. I'll tell you when to stop, okay? Ready, set, go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ten more. Faster. All right, and relax. Shut your eyes. Think of something you're grateful for. Think of something you're really, really grateful for in this moment. Bring it into your heart. Notice the emotion. Notice the feelings, the smile on your face, and breathe deep. Good. Open your eyes. How do you feel?
My arms are sore, but I feel good.
Feel pumped? Look, that's a brief lymphosizing exercise to get your body into, you know, a more high state. There's a longer version if people want it. I'll put the link below. But yeah, and how do you feel focusing on what you were grateful for?
I feel good. I think, you know, I always, you know, I always forget about it, but I always need to bring myself back down to earth. You know, I always do these daily stresses. I always stress about little things, but at the end of the day, there's nothing to stress about. So I think it's very helpful that you bring me back down to earth.
Yeah, 100%. So let's quickly summarize that for everyone.
Gratitude. So practicing gratitude, post-it notes on your wall, everything like that.
Not going on your phone.
Doing mental health walks. I think that's super important, managing stress.
Cold showers.
Taking time to learn something new. You know, stay healthy. We got this.
We've got this. We've totally got this. 4 more weeks, Victoria. Let's hit it hard. Let's go strong. And I'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna if you've got any requests for the next Raw and Unhinged, make sure you do hit us up as well. We're more than happy to take your opinions and all your recommendations on board as well. And we'll definitely, you know, keep this up. We love sharing our insights, sharing our world. So make sure you stay tuned.
We do. See ya.
Bye, guys.